Guys, happy Friday. It's me multitasking. It's me multitasking. How you doing? How you doing? Where you been? Where you at? Where you at? Y'all, I'm trying to finish that somebody's story. I had to get online. I had to get online. I had to get online because y'all always asking me, and I did. I did for y'all. Y'all inspiration. Can I say that? I really do. That's what I'm always telling y'all. Even though y'all be thinking I be helping y'all helping me. So if you did not know, girl, I dropped my mama. You should be rich guy. Y'all, and this is not no. If y'all know me, first of all, let me say this because if you know me, I do not like ebooks. I do not like guides. But I know that I wanted to create something, and this is why I know that my shit is going to help me for real. Because I do not like ebooks and guides. I don't think they're practical sometimes, and it'd be hard for people to follow. But the way I structured it, I kept it really short. I don't like 46 pages of nothing because I wouldn't read no shit like that. So it's only 10 pages, but it really is going to help you, mama, finally start making that passive income. I'm telling you, if you are a mom, really anybody, but y'all know I'm always talking to the mamas. You should be making passive income, point blank, period. Okay. I'm extremely passionate about it. It's so much money for us all. Okay. It's plenty to go around. You should have no excuse in 2025. And that's why I put together that guide because I wanted to create something that was affordable. A lot of y'all are not, which I don't know why. You got to change your goddamn mindset. Are just not ready to take that leap of faith. And that's completely fine. When you are, remember, like I'm always telling you, payment plans are available. Y'all, I'm telling y'all the fastest way to start getting some shit. Again, you can get started with little $10 products that's cute or whatever like that. But if you're trying to make life changing money, I'm telling you, the money's in the courses. Okay, that's why I get on here, try to answer questions and help y'all out and tell y'all how, like, how I got started, how you can get started. But if it's your first time seeing me, or if you're coming back and watching this vlog, don't come from my chair. Uh, Y'all, my name is Sierra. I am a wife and mama too, and I try to get on here every single day to teach you on how you can start making passive income with digital products, preferably done for you digital products. Because girl, I like to work smart and not hard. Okay, done for you digital products like changed my life in a little over just honestly now 16 months. Fast forward, I've made over $300,000. It's so crazy to say that, y'all. I'm a multi six-figure earner. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. That's kind of unheard of. I don't think anybody in my family is even a six-figure earner. You know what I'm saying? Let alone on that 9 to 5 or whatever. But it completely changed my life. And then honestly, I just truly feel like I cracked the code because I'm not an aesthetic. Like I mean, when I do like to live an aesthetic lifestyle, baby, y'all would never know. Like I live for a good moment. You know what I'm saying? Good private moment. But when I like seeing that, man, I can show up as myself online as long as I'm giving knowledge, as long as I'm a resource, you can make a lot of money from it. So I started telling people, I'm like, girl, like you ain't got to live in a aesthetic lifestyle. You don't have to have this fancy tech background or anything like that to get started to make some money. Child, for the mamas especially, like y'all, like let me paint the picture for you because I don't think y'all be understanding me, and this is why I'm so passionate about helping mamas. First of all, let me just say this: God knew what He was doing when what He did with me, because I ain't want to be nobody's mama. First of all, let me just say that I'm always saying that, but I didn't. And it's funny how everybody talk cash shit about Aisha Curry. I'm not mad at what she said. I don't think she disrespected Steph. I mean, now her taking the ring off, that was a little sideways. I don't know about that. But yeah, I definitely didn't want to be nobody's mama. I was definitely cool with being super auntie, but it's so crazy. And this is why I'm such a big believer in listening to God. Okay, listen to Jesus. Okay. So sorry if you don't like Jesus over here, I'm gonna piss you off. But no, with that being said, it's so crazy that my whole brand is based around being a mom. Again, now fast forward, making over $300,000, y'all, in a little over 16 months is insane. All from digital products and all from really just doing everyday moments that I do. I feel myself every day. Like I purposely, y'all, set my phone up. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all. I set my phone up, y'all. And again, this is what I be trying to tell the girls. I be trying to tell y'all, no, you ain't gotta have no goddamn tripod. You ain't gotta have nothing, baby. Use a cup. I use a cup or something like that, and I set my phone up like this, and I feel myself all day long of doing shit that I'm gonna be doing anyway, doing stuff that moms do anyway, folding laundry, playing with your kids, doing your daughter's hair, doing little things, washing dishes or whatever, right? I film those everyday moments. Then I turn around and post them. But when I post them, I post it with intent, with intention, right? I talk about how I learned these high income skills in different courses that I got started with, like DWA. Then I even branched off and created my own thing. But if you are someone that doesn't want to create your own product or whatever, this is why going with the Done For You course that's already working for hundreds and thousands of other people is working. It literally is not a saturated thing. And the reason why I personally say that is because your personality, who you are, is what makes you stand out. You may be a guy, you may be a dad, you may be a college student, you may be a nurse, you may be a fire. I don't know, right? You got your own community, y'all. It's millions and trillions of people from all over the world. You got to stop thinking so small. But honestly, when I think on why people haven't started with digital products, I honestly truly feel like it all comes down to mindset. And this is one thing I'm always talking about, y'all. We got ChatGPT, we got Google, we got Reddit, we got all these different things that you can go on Google Trends and look up things. So I definitely don't think that people struggle with the strategy because, girl, you can ask ChatGPT right now to write you some bullshit, right? So many people struggle with the mindset, and a lot of y'all need mindset shifts. I was one of them because I too used to see people on the internet and be like, oh, they making 100K, 30K, 40K, 50K a month. Ain't no motherfucking way. Why ain't that possible? You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of us, you would be afraid to even just say it out loud. Like, why are you so afraid to say, you know what, I'm gonna make $1 million this month? Because you think people gonna think you crazy. You think people gonna say you delusional. And if so, what? Your words are extremely powerful, and what you say is what comes to you. You know what I'm saying? If you constantly always saying you BROKE, you constantly always say nothing ever good happens for me, then it won't. What's the worst case scenario if you said something positive? And again, this is why I personally try to, help so many moms. I've now helped over 400 plus moms start their digital marketing journey. I have students that literally have hit 5K, 10K, 100K, 600K. I officially have somebody that she been killing the game shit, but she did make more money than me in this game, y'all. So it's like, it's not one of those things where it's like you have to be this expert or whatever. It's just about how committed you are and you do your research or whatever. But to essentially, as a person that has done so many different side hustles like Airbnb, UGC, trying to do YouTube, struggling with nobody fucking with me. So many different side hustles, and I ain't gonna lie, not necessarily being consistent because I didn't see results. I just find that digital marketing and done for you digital marketing is probably one of the easiest way you can make money. I honestly say realistic. I always tell people ask me, like, oh, how long does it take for me to make some money? And I'm like, girl, realistically 30 days. But that's why I personally offer my in-depth mentorship, where I give you like your first 30 days of content. I show you, like, I literally tell you what to post, what not to post. I give you hashtags, all that shit, because I don't want you to go through that cycle of failing, right? A lot of my students take off when they do that, but just getting a course like DWA alone is worth it. You just have to be willing to go through the information. Y'all, ain't nobody gonna do some shit for you. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you. You have to want to do that yourself. And again, you really have no excuses. Like I said, between ChatGPT, Google, YouTube, and everything, you can get started absolutely for free. Again, it's a mindset shift. It's a mindset thing of you thinking that you can't make an extra 5K a month. You can't make an extra 10K a month. Like, I'm telling you, the moment that I was like, again, worst case scenario, who gonna beat me up if I say, you know what, I'm gonna make 5K this month. I'm gonna make 10K. You know what I mean? Like, I even have to catch myself now, as long as I've been in this game, of being like, you know what, I'm gonna have a 10K day. Why can't we say that? Why can't you say that? The problem is, a lot of motherfuckers know that they ain't gonna put in the effort and put in the action needed to get to that end result. But it's very much possible. There are hundreds and thousands of people that have had 6-figure days, 5-figure days, or whatever. So if it's already been done, this is how I talk to myself, y'all. And this is how I talk to people in my community and people that I coach and mentor. Like, baby, who gonna beat you up? Who gonna beat you up if you think highly of yourself? Who gonna beat you up if you think that, you know what, I can't make this happen, y'all? Where I'm from, my upbringing, child, again, to say that I'm a multi-6-figure earner still to this day is like, are you serious, y'all? So if you somebody who's like, well, I'm just not creative, I don't have any, again, you got the motherfucking internet, you got ChatGPT. Too many excuses, y'all. I grew up in foster care. I did not come from money by any means, baby. Had to get it out of the mud, straight up, right? But the reason why, what really pushed me and got me, I feel like, to the place where I'm at now is, I stopped letting, okay, so what, the people around me talking about what I'm talking about may be a scam or it's too good to be true or whatever. So what? Like, if nothing changes in what I'm doing, nothing's ever gonna change. I can't sit up here and keep complaining about, oh, I wish I could do this for my kids. Oh, I wish I could go drop a bag at Target. You know what I'm saying? Myra be having some cute ass outfits. I remember, like, this is how I truly felt. It wasn't nothing really crazy, like, oh, I want to go buy a Lamborghini. It wasn't that. I was just like, man, I just wish I could do shit. Damn, I wish I could take my kids to, at the time we had never been. I was like, I wish I could take my kids to, Disney World and Disneyland, multiple times a year. I want to create that childhood, those childhood memories with them. But I just can't afford it. Like, yeah, I'm a payment plan hoe, but I'm like, baby, I can't even afford it on a payment plan. Like, I wish I could do that. Damn, I feel guilty that my husband is working 22 hours a day and killing himself just to support us. I feel guilty if I asked him, like, what I'm saying? Not that I had to ask him for money, but I feel guilty if I be like, hey babe, We gonna go out to eat. I know you trying to get your little 2 hours of sleep because you gotta get ready to go back to work. You know what I mean? So it was things like that that really shifted me. It wasn't necessarily that we were living paycheck to paycheck, but money was tight and it just wasn't enough. And I was like, man, I keep seeing all these people, they not better than me. You know what I mean? And I'm a person that's willing to learn. I'll put in the work if the direction is given, right? So then that's when I went down a whole rabbit hole of buying every goddamn course, every goddamn problem. And so I too once was one of those people, y'all, that was like, baby, of course, that's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. It's too good to be true. Why y'all out here scamming people, right? But when I started also studying millionaires and studying like, how they have these lifestyles, because that's what the fuck I want to be like, right? I all noticed in all of them, whether they was white, black, women, men, old, young, whatever, right? That they all talked about investing in themselves and the importance of that. Baby, millionaires, billionaires, they ain't afraid to spend no money if it's gonna make things some more money. But poor people and having a poor mindset, that's the first thing you feel like, sorry. You so worried about if money's gonna ever come back in. And so you like, oh, I can't spend no money, I can't invest in myself, not thinking like, damn, if I invest, like, and I tell myself this all the time, I would have let $497 hold me back from making six figures 3 times. Like, that's the thing that you really have to really ask yourself. So again, it's not about a strategy. It's not about these side hustles, y'all, that y'all afraid of. It's definitely a mindset shift thing. And you really, that's something that, I tell all the people that I work with, all of my students and stuff like that, like, baby, I can give you copy and paste what to say, what to do, whatever. But if you're not going to believe in yourself, if you think the shit is too good to be true, I'm telling you now, you're going to be wasting your time. Again, worst case scenario, who gonna beat you up if you believe in yourself and you commit to learning information that allows you to copy and paste and make it your own and make, like, every time I think about it, I'm like, it's crazy that so many people are scared. Y'all, you get started for free and people won't even take that leap of faith. But yet you gonna complain about your situation. But yet you go see Chris Brown. But yet, all Cardi B's accolades and this and that, but you don't know nothing about yourself. You know what I mean? So it's things like that where we have to kind of reevaluate. What are you showing your kids? What are you telling them? You know what I mean? Are you telling them that they too have to go and work a job and kill themselves and work 60 hours of overtime just to make a little bit of money? Or you gonna tell them, hey dog, you create this product or whatever like that? Like, I'll be telling them, look, I got my son, he's 11 and he's already on it. He's like, mommy, I'm coming out with this ebook and guide to help kids game. I'm like, do your motherfucking thing, because it ain't a lot of people out there doing that, son. When you want to get started, y'all, digital products truly changed my life. And to be able to witness so many other people's lives that it's changed. I tell you all the time, yes, I was able to fix my credit. My credit was fucked up my whole life. I've now, been able to obtain over $100,000 in business credit. I was able to pay for my dream car cash. I don't really care about sharing like my stuff with y'all because I'm like, that ain't helping you. But so many of my other students, a lot of moms that got started with me were living in their cars, were going through financial hardship, were in rough relationships, and they were trying to leave. And they took that leap of faith. And although at the time when I was a beginner, like mentoring and coaching, I was terrified, because as a mentor, when I first got started, I thought that people's success was up to me, but it wasn't. And that's why still to this day, I'm just such an over deliverer when it comes to coaching, and that's why I always try to tell people like, y'all, if you commit to 30 days and really go in and listen, again, I give you your 30-day strategy or whatever like that. I'm telling you, you can change your life with somebody else's product. And that's the part where I just be like, man, people be complaining every time when people be asking me, can they borrow money? I'll be like, here, I'm gonna show you how to create this digital product, because it literally is like that saying, you teach a man how to fish, you ain't gotta ever, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about it. Because I'm telling y'all, the fact that I've been selling a product that I did not create for more than 16 months now, and it's still bringing in money. It still brings in 10K months for me. And I do this, y'all, honestly, part-time. I still work my 9 to 5, but literally if I wanted to walk away, I can. But I like my 9 to 5. I tell y'all this all the time. I work from home. I don't be doing shit anyway. And I make a good, I make a decent amount of money, and all income is great. So, if somebody is telling you, to get involved in this business, like you got to do this full time. I'm not one of the type of people to be like, girl, quit your job tomorrow. If that's what you want to do, absolutely do your thing. I've had students that definitely have, after they made their first 10K, they was like, baby, I'm out. You know what I mean? By all means, what works for you, what works is what works for you. But the biggest thing is, stop thinking that you can't change your situation. Like, if I don't know about y'all, but the God that I serve, baby, he can do the impossible, and has, okay? But seriously, like, I just think personally that starting the Done For You digital marketing way is just probably going to be the easiest and fastest way. I've done so many different side hustles. I tell people this all the time, but learning branding, learning about marketing, whether you have a physical business, a digital marketing business, whatever, right? You need those skills, and they can position you to open up so many different doors and what you want to do. All the things that I have learned, not only just to how to resell a course. Again, I've branched off and created my own community. I've created other digital products. I actually been taking some high, I tell y'all my business, but I've been taking some high end clients lately just by accident, creating their communities and creating their digital products for them. So, I'm just grateful that one investment opened up the doors for me to do so many things. When I got started with Digital Wealth Academy, yeah, I got in it thinking that I was just gonna resell the course, y'all, but that ain't all you can do. I used the skills that I learned. Like I mentioned, I had a $5,000 opportunity just a few weeks ago of putting together someone's community. I wouldn't have been able to know how to do that if it wasn't for the skills that I had learned. I also created my own community, so that creates another stream of income. From there, for my community, I learned print on demand and things like that. That's another stream of income. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, working a job is amazing, but you should be using your 9 to 5 to fund a business. So that way, if something does happen, I know we going through this crazy ass world right now with motherfuckers at will jobs and stuff, and they can just, fire you for whatever, are you prepared for something like that to happen? Would you even blink? You know what I'm saying? If not, this is a great time, especially going into like this last quarter of the year and going into the new year. Y'all, you could be up 60, 50K by the first of the year. Like, that really can be real results. No way I'm guaranteeing anybody anything, because it definitely all comes down to your work ethic. But again, I've seen people that were literally 16, and I've helped people all the way up to the age of 67. So I know what's possible. I've seen it for myself. But all of the people that have taken off and that are making passive income consistently, they believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't think shit is too good to be true. They're not afraid to invest in themselves, and they remain consistent, y'all. And again, I'm not saying that you have to be this fancy, like videographer or anything. Again, I don't know if y'all have ever seen any of my content personally. This is why I purposely do it. But I film everyday moment. Like, you see how I'm looking crusty, dusty like this, bro? I'm gonna make a video and put text on the screen. That's how easy and simple this is. And for I mean, so many people where they, again, motherfuckers be trying to ask me to borrow some money. I'm like, girl, you be on Facebook every day posting a status about this person, or gossiping or whatever, when you could be taking that same post and linking a product and making passive income like that, making money in your sleep. But yet, go off, sis, but you're still broke and can't pay your rent. But you know what I'm saying? So again, I try to get on here, help ask questions. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask away. I do make YouTube videos here and there. Just to kind of show y'all behind the scenes, because I know you've probably been praying for a way. You've probably been looking into this. Maybe that's why you're in this live right now, but there's a reason. Stop thinking stuff is too good to be true. Ask questions, do your research, y'all. We have the internet. We have the motherfucking internet. We have ChatGPT. Okay. And social media is the fastest way to get eyes on your business, whether have a physical business or a digital product business. Like I said, the digital products that I sell have helped people that weren't even interested in selling them, but just using them for their personal development and for, branding and marketing purpose. I'm telling you, if you create a powerful brand, you will never be broke another day in your life. And when I say powerful, I'm not saying you got to have a lot of followers, y'all. I do not have really any followers at all. I'm still considered, is nano smaller than micro? Which one's smaller? Y'all have 9,000 subscribers on YouTube, 5,000 Instagram followers, and 1,000 TikTok followers. I do not have a large following at all, but I learned how to brand myself and how to market and how to speak, to the audience that I'm trying to attract, which honestly is moms most of the time, but I'll help anybody. And I don't get a lot of views at all. So if you're thinking that's something else, I'm not aesthetically pleased. I mean, don't get it twisted for her. She can pull it together, but I'm not aesthetically pleased or anything like that. I'm just a regular smuggler mom who was like, you know what? I'm a bet on myself. And I'm so glad that I did, because it changed everything for me. And then now to be able to have so many students, so many moms, again, be a part of their journey of them transforming their lives, because they too invest in themselves, so stop thinking. I think the biggest thing is people always be trying to think like, oh, if this person is doing, if that person is doing, how am I going to be able to do it? Girl, you literally are in your own lane. You literally are in your own lane. And that's the really cool thing. You may be, like I said, you may be a nurse. You may be, I don't give a damn, police officer, whatever, y'all. There's a community and an audience for you, okay? It's just like looking down a cereal aisle. It's 1,001 cereals, but guess what? They all appeal to somebody. And it's the same thing how this business works. So if you want to know more information, if you want to know how you can get started, let me know. I do have everything linked below. Oh, and also, because I know y'all always ask me, and the number one question I'm always getting my DM is like, hey girl, I want to start. I'm going to eventually start. Oh shit. Yeah, I got 30 minutes before I got to get on this call. I want to start But right now I just can't afford it. Even though y'all, I'll be trying to tell y'all this all the time because I had like a whole bunch of questions, and I'm like, y'all, you have to just click on a payment plan. I don't know. I've showed this so many times on live, but y'all, if you want to get started, you literally get started for $55. You just have to go down at the bottom of my checkout page and click payment plan. Okay, that's all you got to do. If you go and look at any of my old lives, I always show it. I might show it before I get off here, but I wanted to let y'all know I did create a guide for moms, and I was talking about this earlier when I first got on here, y'all. I hate guides. I hate ebooks, but the reason why I personally hate them because sometimes I just feel like they're fluffed and like they don't help the person. So I really took my time and like put step by step on how y'all can get started absolutely for free by creating your own digital products, how to research them, how to upload them to your store without any kind of fancy tech, any website. You don't need anything. You do all this from your phone. I just dropped the guide and it's only $27. Okay. It's going to go up to $77. So you may want to go ahead and grab it now. I have a link inside the comments. But again, I do be listening to y'all and I try to do what y'all ask me to do. So again, I put together that guide as much as I don't like guides because I want you, mama, to take off. There's no reason why you're not rich and getting passive income from your phone. You do laundry, you do the dishes, you take the kids to the park, you know what I'm saying, you run errands, you put up the groceries. All of that is content that you can turn into dollars. Okay, so stop making excuses. I know I get on here, I try to drop free gems all the time to help y'all get started. And again, the guide, y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. So again, just click the link that's posted inside of the comments. Everything is also linked down in my description box as well. But if y'all don't have no questions, I got 5 people in here. Does anybody have any questions? Do y'all want me to show y'all how y'all can get on a payment plan? Why haven't y'all started? What's going on? What's going on? Before I get off of here, y'all, I gotta get on the call. I gotta finish setting up her website and then get on the call. But do y'all have any questions before I go? I gotta figure out how to. Don't be shy, okay? I'm here to help you, okay? Y'all in this live, you in this live for a reason, so ask away. I'll be happy to help y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta make sure I send that payment over too. Y'all don't got no questions? Y'all don't got no questions? Y'all, tonight is day night. I was gonna say I was gonna try to get back on later, but after I get off, they going to some steakhouse that I don't know, some new steakhouse here. I don't even know what it's called. Chill. So I mean, and y'all, and see stuff when I be doing stuff like that, I don't even film that because you know why? I be trying to enjoy my motherfucking time. So that's what I'm saying. So stop saying that I don't have. So what somebody said to me the other day, I have a white kitchen. I don't have an aesthetic lifestyle, baby. I show y'all how to get them angles. This is why, again, y'all. This is why I get on here, y'all. Stop thinking that you have to live an aesthetic lifestyle. Have y'all seen? Have y'all seen people's content online? Stop using that as the excuse. Okay, please stop. Please stop doing that. Don't do that because find another excuse, baby. Um, but yeah, if you're interested, like I said, y'all got my guide link down below. Hey Nancy, love your energy. Gonna dig in. Okay, do you know what affiliate marketing, digital marketing is? Have you heard of it, sis? I know you've probably seen a whole bunch of people talking about it online every single day. I know y'all be like, girl, if one more person talk, and y'all, I get it. Like I say this all the time, especially inside of my community and just in general, like being on social media, I get spam messages all the time, so I get how annoying it can be. But seriously, y'all, this is why I purposely try to get on here and like tell y'all from like a real person that like is a regular smegular person. Y'all, I still work my 9 to 5. There's nothing special about me that I don't have. I just be like trying to tell people like, girl. And then especially when I started mentoring people, and again, y'all, I've told even the mentees that have graduated or are making money, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was Jesus, because I was like, I didn't know how, I didn't think it was gonna happen. But I'm telling y'all, the biggest thing is that mindset. If you believe it and you confident, like, have y'all seen some people confidently promoting some bullshit before? So you know what I mean. But I'm really big on, if you've ever seen me before, I'm always talking about having integrity. Have motherfucking integrity, because it's gonna take you a long way. Okay. But seriously, y'all, stop making excuses. Too much money to be made out here, whether it's with the course, your own product, or whatever. But learn these skills, and I promise you, you'll never be broke another day in your life. You will never have to worry about money, because you're gonna have too many ideas in here. You're gonna be like, damn, I can create an ebook. Damn, I can create a guide. Damn, I can resell this course. Damn, I can do print on demand. Damn, I can get monetized on Amazon. Damn, I can use UGC. Like, I mean, it's too much. Okay. So if you need help, ask away. I always post oh, sorry. Kay, how are you? I ain't see, girl, where you been at? Where you been at, Kay? Where you been at? Yes, and overwhelmed. Okay, Nancy, no, for real. And like again, and that's why with both of my like with both courses that I talk about, and particularly mine, I ain't gonna lie, that's why I created the Mompreneur Method, because y'all, I'm telling y'all, I don't know if it's just a Leo thing in me or what, but like I am very like, what's the word? Empathetic. Yeah, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I know the frustration. And sometimes y'all, I don't really be popping my collar on here, but like I really do over deliver and try to help like all of my mentees and stuff. I mean, granted, I can't do the work for you, but I really do stand by my shit. And like I said, like to have a student that has made more money than me is not only a motherfucking flex, but I'm just saying, like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, y'all would, I hate to use my upbringing and where I come from as like why, but like y'all really have to understand, everybody in my family damn near ain't shit. They ain't though. No, but seriously, what'd you say? Yes, girl, so much. You are still going. Look at me. Oh, thank you, Kay. That right now, girl. But how are you doing, sis? I want to, I don't want to say your business online, but I hope you're okay. What happened? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get what's going on. We never got to work together or nothing like that. But I hope you're doing well and stuff like that, and you good. But thank you. I appreciate you. But y'all, let me go back to my family and I'm being shit. No, but seriously, like my upbringing and where I come from, like I could use that excuse just like how my family members would be and be like, oh, my mama was a crackhead. And y'all, why my mama name was Wanda? I said, God damn, Wanda, why your name had to be Wanda? Y'all know from Holiday Heart, my mama was a crackhead. My daddy, he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't use that. I knew ever since I was little, y'all, something was in me, baby, regardless of my circumstances. I said, bitch, I'm gonna be somebody. Okay. And I didn't know what that looked like. But the moment that I really just kind of I know I'm cussing, but the moment that I turned my life over to really God and just say, God, use me. What can I do? Like, what is my purpose? And it's so crazy because this is why we have to be open to hear what he has for us, because I did not want to be nobody's mama because of my upbringing, because the way I was brought up. I grew up in the system. I got adopted. I tell people all the time, literally, my adoption story is literally a lifetime story, baby. Torture, child call, all of that shit, okay? Combined in one. You know what I mean? But I got out of that and I stopped making excuses. And even I can from honestly, from the time I was 2, I just always remember, and people always saying it about me. I love helping people. I love just, I don't know. I'm a recovering people pleaser. Now I'd be like, fuck all y'all. I have to do that sometimes because y'all people be having me messed up. But no, I love to see people win. I love to just, like, I'm just real big on that. And it's so crazy. That this is what I get to do. You know what I mean? Like, this is like my, I still work my 9 to 5, girl, I don't be doing shit on there. But, I love that, I've now built a community of moms, and people need that support. I didn't have any friends or family members that support me, just going through motherhood. And so that's why I branched off and created, the Mompreneur Method. And it's so crazy what, as we're growing and stuff like that. But like, I was like, man, all these skills and stuff, y'all mamas, we are the mother, like, y'all, do y'all realize we are the number one problem solver? We are the number one, like, we figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in our life, I don't care if you in Uggs and your hair pulled up and you look a mess every day. Like, that is content. Our life is an aesthetic, whether it's aesthetically pleasing or not. And every time I start talking about it, I get excited because I'm just so, like, every mom should be having that phone up, baby. And again, you ain't got to show your kids or nothing, but show the lifestyle. Show you picking up them goddamn toys and how you frustrated and you want to cuss your kids out, but you can't because you love them. Show when you getting them groceries and shit like that and you carrying all 18 bags and struggling or whatever like that. Show that, because that's content and you can plug a product. And you as a mom, all of the knowledge that you have, y'all, we didn't figure out motherhood, but somehow we figured out motherhood, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Every day I'll be looking at my kids. I'm like, God, are you sure? Are you? It's not too late. I mean, we can turn this around if you want to. You know what I'm saying? My family ain't shitty. I'm glad we're on the same page, Kay. I think that's just what the state of the world is. Y'all seen I was reading some article and it said family reunions. Not that I've ever been to one. That was one thing I wish I got to go to. I didn't get to experience that. But it was like family reunions are down like 46%. I was like, that's because Big Mama gone. If Big Mama was still here, it'd be a family reunion, wouldn't it? Thank you, Sierra. Love the No Club. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. But yeah, so yeah, I just, again, y'all, I can get on here and talk all day about the mamas and stuff like that, y'all. But I'm telling you, I'm on a mission to help millions and millions of moms. I don't care what y'all say. I'm helping you, sis, start earning passive income. So yeah, so if you want to walk away from that 9 to 5 bucket, if you want to be able to take your kids and do the simple things, like, y'all, how many of y'all, I don't know if I got some mamas in here. I think I got a few, but just, I remember the feeling, and it's so crazy. I'm a little emotional sometimes, but like, I was at Meyer I'll never go to this mire that I go to anymore. But I remember like, and I feel like he always revealed those moments to me for a reason, because like sometimes I'll be having to catch myself like, okay, you being ungrateful, bitch. But no, like I would just remember when I would go to mire and I'm like, man, seeing the cute little, they used to always have little like Adidas outfits and Puma outfits and little Nike outfits for kids, and I couldn't afford that shit, girl. And I'm not really a brand whore or anything like that, but like I will fuck with some kids Nikes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a Shein TikTok shop for me, but my family, they brand whores. I don't give a damn, baby. You can put me in rainbow. I don't give a fuck. Okay. No, but I just remember like breaking down and crying, like, man, like if I wish I could just have like an extra $500 a month so I could put my baby girl and dress her up, even though she ain't going no motherfucking where. I just want to be able to do that. So again, it's not about trying to, again, so many people like, oh, I want to buy a Lamborghini. Like, girl, it's not that deep. I just wanted enough. I wanted to finally have life insurance. So if something was to happen to me or my kids, because my family ain't shit, they got a backup plan, putting my house in a trust. Like these are things, handling my business. That is why I started and why I commit to it. But once I got into it and I seen that it opened up a door, and then I was like, man, I can help people, and the people can help people, and the people can help people. Like for real. She said, hey, that was divine timing. Nah, but I'm serious. You know, they be having cute little outfits for the kids in there, girl. And I remember when I'm telling y'all, like, that's why I'm always telling y'all, like, be grateful. Like, girl, I'll be breaking down. Okay. But I literally went in Mire the other day. And it was probably because I went to that Mire. I'm telling you. And I just started like crying because I was like, man, like, look at where I'm not even where I want to be, but like, look at where I'm at. And I remember I was like, God, if I just want to be able to afford these fake ass Uggs for Zyla ass. That's all. Like I don't even want to, you know what I mean? Couple little Shein outfits. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel guilty about dropping, 600 on Shein. Baby, now it's getting ridiculous over here. And for her ass to wear the same goddamn shit, she don't even care. It be us, y'all, as the parents doing too goddamn much, don't we? But yeah, so again, if you are interested, mom, I'm telling y'all, download the guide. I got a link down there. It's only $27. I wanted to create something affordable, but something that was actually actionable for y'all to get started and start your business. Okay. So stop making excuses. If you want to get started with the course, let me know. Again, I highly recommend you go with my mentorship. Because like I said, it really takes a lot of that beginning phases out. Again, a lot of my students are taking off this way because like I said, I give you 30 days of content. I literally tell you what to post. So what y'all always, people be wondering, somebody asked me this too, like, what else do you need? And I'm like, it'll be in the email confirmation. But just to give y'all a heads up, so when you get Digital Wealth Academy, you get the mentorship bundle. I give you 30 days of content. So I literally tell you what to post. And in some cases, I do be trying to get my students to make the content themselves, but I will edit the content for you and all of that. But I want to go ahead and set you up so you can actually get eyes on your business from day one. I set up your website for you, whether it's Standstore or Beacons, to get you going. I'll upload DWA and what other digital products that you have on there. And then I meet with you on a weekly basis until you get your first sale. A lot of my students by like week 3, if not sooner, are we're not meeting anymore. So that's been great, honestly. And that's why I'm kind of still allowing this mentorship, because honestly, when I get too many people, I'd be like, I can't do it because that's a lot of fucking content. Y'all didn't realize. But I think I was at 12 and now I'm back down to 7. So I said I wasn't going to take more than 20 people at a time. So if you are interested, y'all, DWA is the program that I got started with that you always hear me on here talking about. That completely changed my life. It allowed me to branch off and do my own thing, create my own community for moms, because I wanted to really focus on something that was a little bit more structured and felt just a little bit more sacred for the mamas. So can you still use Standstore? What you mean, can you still use Stand for what? For what, sis? Can you still use Standstore? I do. That's all I use now. Thank God I didn't cut off all my stores. I said I want all my money in one place. But I don't get what you mean. Yeah, well, if you want to sell it affiliate, then no. I sell mine as my own funnel, so that's the only thing. But actually, you can. Yeah, actually, let me scratch that. You can. There's a workaround. We just have to like take your Beacons link and just post it over on your Standstore. So, yeah. But yeah, I just create my own funnel and I just have to pay for the fee when the person purchases DWA in order for them to give me. I prefer it that way, y'all, because I like to get my money in 2 days. If we just gonna be honest, okay. But the affiliate way is great too. I mean, you just get your payout in 7 days. It's not that deep, you know what I mean? Because once you have multiple sales coming in and stuff like that rolling, you get to going. Oh, and then also did I mention I help you with your freebie audit? Girl, I just get you together, okay. So if you want to get started with that, I have that link down in the description. Again, DWA is the community that I got started with. I've literally made over 289,000 to date, just reselling the course. I've also, created my own community, like I said, with moms. Oh, And then I forgot, girl. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. I gotta hurry up. When you get my bundle, you also get free access to one of my mentorship communities. So rather it's the Mompreneur Method, but I do have guys that have been buying the bundle as well. So I do have another mentorship community inside the school platform called the Inner Circle Method. Either way, you'll get mentorship. That also includes good. You see how I'll be hooking y'all up. When you get either one of those mentorships, you also are able to book additional one-on-ones with me for a discounted rate instead of the normal rate of $100. So again, girl, I'll be trying to lead you out to the water, but I can't make you drink. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you are ready to, not even if you live in paycheck to paycheck, not everybody live in paycheck to paycheck, and that's a blessing. Let's be grateful for that, right? But if you are ready to start making passive income, maybe you want to build your house, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but y'all really should probably be considering dual citizenships because you might need an escape route up in this beach. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but that's what we're doing. But seriously, things like that. Again, handling your business, a lot of people, y'all, it's really sad. That's why I don't really even like to be on Facebook, because every time I get on Facebook, somebody didn't die. But do you have your ducks in a motherfucking row? Something as simple as that. Like, what I mean? Because it's hard to get that stuff done, working your 9 to 5 and the income that you're getting from there. Have you paid for, you know what I'm saying? Do you have a life insurance policy? Have you set up a trust for your kids if something was to happen? Those are the things that I think are most important. Finally getting your credit together, y'all. When you finally, baby, when I finally got my credit together, I said, now my credit been fucked up my whole life and now I'm acting a fool. Being able to get, an American, like get business credit and all that, like has changed everything. And to be able to write off every motherfucking thing too, baby, that I gotta look, I said, as much as my ebooks are valuable, my guides are valuable. Again, I just don't like when motherfuckers be just putting shit together and they just be trying to sell it. Like, I need it to be actionable. Y'all, in the ebook that I dropped for y'all, I have videos in there that literally is going to help you step by step. It literally is going to help you, okay? No bullshit. No bullshit. And the price is going to go up to $77 soon. But for now, I'm just going to sell it for $27 because, again, I'm going to try to get started. You'd be surprised what in 30 days, your life could look like if you actually look at it. Okay? But y'all, if y'all don't have any more questions, I got to finish. I gotta grab this DWA link. I'm gonna finish setting up over a website and I'm gonna go. If you have any questions and you're scared and you're being shy, I don't know why, it's just me. You can ask away on Instagram. I always try to answer y'all, and I seen like 4 or 5 questions already came through. I promise y'all, I'm gonna get up early in the morning and I'm gonna do a Q&A, okay? But me and babe, we're going out tonight, so I don't know. Let's see, and then I just need to add this link her. We're gonna link her social medias, and then do y'all have any questions? Anybody have any questions? I'm sorry. Anybody. I may try to get on later when I'm doing my makeup, when I'm getting ready, but we'll see. But as always, y'all, look into affiliate marketing, digital marketing truly can change your life. You will be surprised. I don't care if you're a man, a female, old, young. If you are serious and you fed up with your situation, or you just are ready for more, it's possible. It's not too good to be true. It's not a scam. Is that not one? Sorry, y'all. Oh, I guess my computer is frozen. Sorry. Say, why they in the background like that? My bad. But all right, y'all. If y'all don't have any more questions, thank y'all so much for tuning in my live. Thank y'all as always for the support. Y'all, I'm working on a lot of things. The podcast is coming back. We got a lot of things going on over here. Okay. I'm a one-woman team doing this by myself. I'm a mama, but somehow I manage and grow. To say that, like, y'all, I ain't got no motherfucking team. And I didn't make over, like, I'm not trying to brag, but again, you would just really have to understand where I'm from and how dusty it is kind of here to understand. Like, y'all, I made $300,000 from my phone from copy and pasting shit. If you don't stop playing and look into, I'm telling you, there is nothing. I'm telling you, you ain't fed up. You ain't tired. You ain't tired of being able to do the things that you want to do. Because that was me. I said, I want to go to the Nickelodeon Resort, both of them. I want to go to Disneyland, Disney World, Kings Island, everywhere, baby. Not Great Wolf Lodge. I was so disappointed. But okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I was talking too much. I'm looking DWA. Did I do that right? Okay. Well, okay, girl. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all being scary. Click the link in my bio. Stop playing, okay? Okay? I can lead you to the water. I can't make you drink, girl. I can't. And Kay, reach out. If you still in here, sis, make sure you hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna talk to you, or I'm gonna send you a message after I get off this call. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Click the link in the bio. Click the link in the description and get it on a payment plan. Okay, y'all. The guide is $27. You. What's 27 divided by? I don't even know. I ain't even look at the payment plans. What's 27 divided by 4? $7. Okay, what's the problem? Okay, stop making excuses and get this shit done today. Okay, stop.